You pair of fucking slags. Didn't even have to throw in something random there. That was the actual beginning of the email. When Dan says Wagwan, it makes me die. I don't understand this, right?
I think it's the accent.
He says it's comedy gold. His posh English accent and Wagwan doesn't mix. You should be a switcheroo for a bit. It would be hilarious. I don't know where I get this, right? People say that I sound posh. And I can get it because I use my whole words. Sometimes the wrong ones, but they're whole. But I don't know what you want from me, man.
I don't know.
I'm just reading the words
I
there.
think I sound a lot more Luton than you do.
You do, yeah.
And that's, I think, the difference. I think I think you, especially going up north as well, I think it has made you speak less Luton as well.
Thank fuck.
You speak more. You've not gone Scottish, but you speak clearer. Probably because you've had to speak clearer to fucking Scottish people because they don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I used to mumble a hell of a lot. I think that's probably a self-confidence thing. I'd probably still do it now. I get a lot less. What did you say? Now I used to get that fucking all the time when I was down south.
When I was doing the port and wine tasting, I was talking to a woman from America, from Miami. She was by herself waiting on the port and wine tasting. So me and Charlotte were chatting to her for a bit, and I was talking for ages, and then Charlotte said something to agree with me, and she just totally ignored everything I said and just said to Charlotte, "You sound like Adele." And then that was like all she took in, and I was just thinking, she hasn't understood a word I've just said. Not a fucking word.
Not at all. But yeah, I'm just reading what's there, man. That's the way I've got to say it. How do you want me to say it? Wagwan. Yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing here?
You'll get done for fucking
hate speech. Yeah, I've just explained it.
What's that? Cultural appropriation,
which is similar sort of fucking shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say. And just reading what is there. If that makes you laugh, then I'm happy for it. But fuck you. Let's do that. But he has got a thing.
Laugh when you did it.
Well, the first one was out of out of nowhere. But now, you know what I mean. I'm not going to get hired for an adulthood movie, but
he made it like a shopkeeper or something.
Yeah, but I'm not Asian. Oh wait, hate speech.
There you go. That's definitely hate speech.
I've now been put on the list like a sex offender. It's fine. Do you think I have to go around to all my neighbours and knock on doors? By the way, I made a joke and I'm now on a register.
You have to play the joke out to him as well, completely out of context.
Yeah, it's just random. And they're like, "Yeah, you should be on that list." Also, would you guys go live in Dubai if you were offered to right now? Because I see the TikTokers doing it, and I wonder if you would be up for it. I would live in a crack arse of fucking nowhere if someone put up the bill for it.
If HS TikTok and that they're streaming constantly.
I hate that guy so much.
Yeah, but he's making his money, isn't he? That's the thing. I think if I was paid to be streaming and like that, and I didn't have to work normally, I'd be over there doing it.
Yeah, for sure. But, I even put in this email, I was like, if I had to fight Bevo, what the fuck his name is, or General G, yeah, I would do it in a fucking heartbeat if you wanted to pay me. I'm not even saying that's because I would win. I would just do it because you're paying me.
Mate, I'd love to knock out that General G.
I'd knock out Bevo in a second. I'd smash them fucking veneers in his face. Yeah, and I would take Bevo and that Tiki talking with bullshit. I don't know what his fucking name is. I hate him. He just does my fucking head in. And I was watching this fucking video of him on a balcony, and he was calling, what did he call women? Tings. These tings walked up to me, and I'm like, mate, I just want to fucking hit you so bad.
Tings is like, I know he's quite young. I know he's like only 22 or something, but Tings when I was younger, that's what we used to call girls back in fucking 2006. I can't believe it's not like come forward since then.
It's not even like, I just hate the way it sounds. It's such
we used to call girls beanies as well. I don't know where that came from.
These two, it's such a, like, any woman that listens to him call a woman tings, and they're like, oh, I like that. Like, that's an ick. I'm not even a woman, but for me, that's a fucking...
That is an ick, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's such a disgusting
The thing is, he can pull it off because of his bravado and his fucking who he is. He can say shit like that and
And
get
who's
away with it.
that fucking skinny fella that's always walking around with a bodyguard? He's like the most nerdy fucking guy, and he's like a stick, and he's everywhere.
Don't know. Don't know who
He
you're
he
on
always
about.
he was hanging around with that fella that had the fucking thing over his head all the time. He's
Oh,
got glasses.
Modine
Modine,
and
yeah.
Neo or whatever his name is.
Is that his name? What the
Yeah,
fuck is this guy got going on? Like, there's no way that man's had a vagina ever.
yeah. He was going out with an OnlyFans girl for ages, wasn't he? And then
Oh, was he?
it all came apart that they weren't actually fucking or anything. It was just like literally she was using him for clout. I think that side of the world, like it's I get stuck into it on TikTok, and I watch all this stuff going on
Yeah, because
with
I end up
with
seeing it
these
now.
people, and then I'm like fully invested. Like when Modine was in America and he kept screaming in the middle of gyms and stuff, like shouting all the Arabic stuff. I was fucking like just sitting there watching it, and I'm thinking, I'm 31 years of age. I'm sitting here watching these fucking mental cases doing all this weird shit in random gyms in America. So, but that's where they make their money. People like me that get stuck into it.
He's a fucking what do you say his name? Modine. His
Modine, yeah,
boxing thing was such a fucking waste. Like that whole section that they did for weeks about promoting all the different fighting.
yeah.
Every single one of them was horseshit. Yeah, I mean, and that Neon or whatever his name is bets on Modine, and I'm like, he won't gonna fucking win. Like, what are you putting money on that fucking guy for?
And he was fighting that Vitali or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and he ended up just
Yeah.
fucking. It wasn't even fighting; they were basically like slapping each other.
And matey boy was like, "Oh, I'm not doing a drugs test." You can see he's on fucking testosterone. He's like fucking muscles are like fucking like bouncing off his fucking chest. I'm just like, you got him fighting Modine, and but KSI's a genius. Puts it all together, marketing. Hundreds of kids watch it.
KSI, what's KSI got to do with it?
He's the guy that's in charge of Misfits Boxing, which that's the card they were on.
Ugh, just a waste. But yes, I would go to Dubai. Plus, as well, we've got the big man over there that wanted to give us a tour, so I'd be quite happy
Yeah.
to do all that. But fucking hell, like it infuriates me, and I say that they're all fucking wankers, and I would say them wankers to their face. But if someone messaged me on TikTok right now and was like, "I'd give you 100 grand to get on a plane and hang out with these guys," I'd absolutely would do it.
Yeah, and you probably end up liking them
Hell,
in the end.
no, I'd end up harassing the fuck out of them on lives. You know what I mean? Just to get fucking going. I felt bad for that General G. Did you see the video? There was some blonde bird hanging around with him, and they were doing a live, and she like squeezes his knob or something on live, and then
No,
her
I'm
and
not seeing that.
her and that Tiki Toki start saying how small his dick is, and she's like, "That was fully erect," and he's like, "Nah, it was a semi, it was a semi," and they're going, "Mate, that's nothing," and all this shit.
No, I didn't see that.
Because the guy's autistic, isn't he? That's
Yeah,
the
he's
whole
definitely
thing.
autistic.
And they're just harassing him on live. Even if he's in on it, it was a hard watch.
Yeah, well, he's just as bad really because he goes along with it. He went out to fucking Dubai, made shitloads of money off HS Tiki Toki. But he's created like when you watch his own content on his street on his thing, it's so cringy because he's like says all the words, these tings and stuff like that, and he like sticks his
Yeah.
tongue out,
He's
and
got
he's
his trust
flying
squad or
girls
what he
out to
calls it.
Dubai who clearly aren't interested in him. It's just like such a weird delusion. Delusion is the best way to put it. He's probably
Yeah.
going to absolutely rinse us if I put that on TikTok, but yeah.
Fuck it. Bring it on. We got our own trust squad. Made my testicles go inside my stomach when I said that. Please, if I ever end up on TikTok and I say things like my trust
Trust
squad
Army.
and that, please cancel me. Just somehow get hold of my phone and delete everything.
Charlotte was like, "Do you actually call your listeners no hopers?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Who do you think you are, Taylor Swift?" I was like, "Charlotte." Fuck off.
I always call it my family. I think that's a lot less cringy because it's like a group of people. But yeah, we do say no. Who was here? She can shut up. She wants this fucking thing to take off so she gets free handbags. So you know what I mean? She can shut the face.
Yeah.
As soon as you get a free handbag through the door, she'd be on the socials going, "Join us, no hopers." She'd be right on that fucking boat.
That's what I keep saying to everyone. As soon as them sponsorship deals start coming in and we're getting free shit, people be fucking all over it.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for the email. That was a good laugh. I like a bit of a moan about a social media presence because they piss me off. Even though I'm trying to be one, I don't like them.